So we're still doing okay in the league. It looks like this league could be a lot closer than I originally thought, though.
In the heart of northern Italy lies a town steeped in footballing history. Welcome to Vercelli, home to one of the most storied clubs in Italian football, Pro Vercelli. Languishing in the lower leagues as its once glittering legacy faded into obscurity. But now, a new chapter is about to be written. A chapter of redemption, revival, and triumph. Get ready to witness the rebirth of a footballing legend. This is Football Manager 24, the Pro Vercelli Chronicles.
Hello and welcome back to the Pro Vercelli Chronicles. Since you were last with me, we went on to beat Foreign Zola 1-0 with Hamza getting the only goal there. We then had a crazy game against Lumazzani and we won 4-3 with Maggio getting a hat-trick and Hamza again on the score sheet there. Obviously, this is the team that knocked us out on penalties in a 4-4 game. So another really close game with them. They're scoring for fun as well as us. We then Pro Patrica 1-1. Condello on the score sheet for us. And then we managed to scrape a Gianna 1-1 with a 90th minute equaliser from Contelado. That both games there were very, very close. Didn't really do much in either of them. And in fact, I think there was one or two highlights in like one of those games. I think it was the Genoa game. There was only 2 highlights and both went in, and that was it throughout the whole game. It lasted about 3 minutes. And then finally, Mantova back to winning ways, 4-2. Santoro, Hamza, Nepi and Condello on the score sheets. And it's funny how we get Nepi back for this game and we start scoring again. But anyway, that leads us today to face Aragano before the big one against Atlanta. There is a top of the table clash, but it's only a top of the table clash if we win the next game against them, because Padova are only 2 points behind us, 3 points behind Atlanta. So it's not completely a 2-horse or even a 1-horse race. I'm glad we're out of the cup. That means we can focus on this league run. But it's not as simple as you might think. So, for the game today, we've got Sassi in goal, Rodio, Sek, the camera, and Lezzy at the back. Have I put them the wrong way round? Normally play them that way round, don't I? Yeah. At the back, Emmanuel and Santoro in midfield, Hamza, Spavwan, and Mustachio behind Nepi up top, who's been scoring, let's put it that way, when he's playing, so hopefully that run can continue. We're going to kick off here. We go beautifully. So, Pro Vercelli. We've got every chance here of maintaining this second place. And I'll be honest, a draw away against this team I think would be a good result. Here is Mustachio though. The camera tops it over, and Hamza has put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And of all people to score, you wouldn't believe Hamza would be grabbing the goals at the moment. The boy's on form. We had to play him up front when Nepi was out, and he didn't look great. And Nepi's come back, the pressure's off him to score, and he started scoring. But there is Nepi from the corner, making it 2-0 in quick succession. 30 minutes gone. I'm just checking that I'm recording. I am. 30 seconds gone, and we're 2-0 up. I spoke far too quickly about a draw would be fine. The team were like, no way, Jose. It's weird that the keeper's got white shorts with a green top. Don't know whether I like that. It looks odd. But I only just noticed that it looks like his bottom half's outfield, top half's for fun. But here is Hamza. Hamza plays the ball through Nepi, and it's saved onto the post. And unfortunately cleared away. And Grandafol Lof Lacti Bordeaux Grandafo, and it's easy as you like for Sassy to gather that one. So here we go, boys and girls. It's going into half time, and it's going in at 2-0. 2-1. I spoke far too quickly as Lungi puts it into the back of the net. And this is that famous Italian ground with the multi-storey car park, like down one side, and yeah. I know palm trees as well. Seriously, I know that the graphics and, well, the game's going to be on a brand new engine next year. If nothing else, just give us decent backgrounds, because you got what appears to be a school, a multi-storey car park, another car park, a burger van, another burger van. But why is there a multi-storey car park behind the benches? Where do the players walk on through that middle bit? Where from? You know, there's a little cabinet there of some description. All three vehicles in the car park are the same. Two exactly the same van and one that's reversed in. And the same van's there. You know, it's not the best, is it? And this is supposed to be in Italy. And I'm ignoring the fact that they've just pulled it back to 2-0, unfortunately. But here we go, Emmanuel. No, we've lost out again. And Pangi. It's Lezzy to Hamza. Hamza loses out now. We're going to demand more. I do not like this. Suddenly dropped back. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to go attacking to tell them I want to score. Boys, wake up again. I know I was having a go at the background, but that doesn't mean that you can suddenly start playing like a pile of poop. Unfortunately, we are not playing well today. Hamza, well, we started off playing well. And then it's like in the middle of the game we went to sleep. Can we wake up for the end of the game? Here's Leslie. Oh, it's saved onto the crossbar there. Wowzers. Come on, boys. Wake up. We will be making some changes fairly soon. In fact, I think after this corner, we are going to make changes. Or shall I say after this highlight, which is probably going to end here, isn't it? Yes. Right, so changes we are about to make. Spav 1's going to drop back to replace Santoro. Hamza's going to come in. We're going to bring Maggio on, who's not fully fit, but I just need him on. We're going to move you to a box and have you do that. You're going to go as a wing back on support. Strangely, I've only made one substitution. I think that's all I really want to do at this minute in time. Mustachio's motivated by feedback. Players are having good games. It's weird. Santoro, now anyway, what can he do with it? Plays it back to Sek, to Emmanuel, Spav 1, Hamza. Just plays it sadly into the keeper's hands there. Let's see what happens here. Now I think we do need to make some more changes. So who have we got? We've got Lottie, so those two swap round. We need to bring Emmanuel off for Lauti. Contaldo's coming on as well. Let's see how things look now. Mustachio's also starting to get tired. Patella's going to come on for him. But I think it's going to end 2-2. Letty to Patella. To Lottie. Lottie to Lutty. Lottie over the top. It's gathered comfortably. Not good. But the highlights carrying on. Can we get to the second ball? No. Kasani to Brothwell. Don't you dare lose this game. I'm annoyed enough at the fact we're drawing it. We should 100% not be losing it. It's Maggie plays it to Rodeo. Sek. Sassy. The camera. Tries to play it forward and is unable to. And here's Grandefello. Grandefo has scored in the last few seconds. An absolute that was a shocking second half. Thrash arms. Not good enough, boys and girls. With that, we'll be back for the Atlanta game. I'll see you in a second. So just before the Atlanta match, we actually have a couple more players that have joined us. CT is a 2-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability centre back. He's on loan from Juventus. He's not great. He's got good physicals. He's 21. I'll be surprised if he does make it. But hey, he's coming on loan. And then on a free transfer, Diego Farias, who's a winger, can play basically across the front of anywhere across the front. He is a 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, 33-year-old. Physicals are starting to drop, but his ability on the ball is really good. So, with that being said, the team for today, he does start. We've got Sassy in goal, Rodeo, Sek, the camera, and Leslie at the back. Emmanuel and Santoro in midfield with Farias, Spavwan, and Mustachio behind Nepi up top. And here we go. Giving new squad numbers to the two new players in. Interestingly, they don't have enough players to fill out the bench. To be fair, when I come to build, if I have to rebuild in the summer, I'll be surprised if I do, because there's a few players here which I wouldn't ordinarily pick. Mustachio, Spav1 has just gone off both posts and so close to going in the goal there. But here's Rodeo plays it in towards Nepi, who's unable to get there. And the ref, there was a penalty there somewhere. Not entirely sure what happened. Maybe don't know. But here is the new boy, Farias, and he scores on his debut. He was given the penalty, puts it away. It's 1-0 to Pro Vercelli. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves this time. We know what they are like. We know what we are like as well. We do concede goals. So what looks comfortable isn't always a good thing for us. Here is Mustachio, Santoro, Rodeo, the camera. Santoro, the camera. Emanuelo, Mustachio running down the wing now. Can he find a ball in? No, he loses out, but Spav1 does pick it up to Santoro. Nepi. Ooh, and it's gone out for a corner. And Farias is going to take this corner, plays it towards the back post. But Vismara comes out to collect. Vismara has picked up a knock and they've had to substitute the keeper. So that could mean that we now have the upper hand. Their substitute keeper is in goal. And I bet he's not as good as the original. Leslie plays it out to Farias, unable to get there. Comey. Here's Santoro now. Nepi plays it through to Mustachio. Mustachio's through here, shoots, and it's just tipped over the crossbar. Now it's corner kick. Farias to take again. Plays it in towards the back post, and Dakar comes out to gather. Substitute keeper actually isn't a million miles away from the initial one, but the substitute keeper has now had to come off injured. Their keepers are falling like flies, so we've got a third keeper in goal for them now. It's Sek to Sessi. Sessi to Santoro, back to Sek. Lesi, what can he do with it? Plays it back to Sek, back to Lesi, to Santoro. Emmanuel, the camera is Rodeo, and Fiaras steps inside, but that's gone to Nepi. And now we have Advogardary, who's not as good. He is a step below the other two. But with both of them picking up knocks, that can only be good for us. With them at the top of the table, their first and second choice keepers both out. And that's got in off Kerasoli to be an own goal there. Come on, boys, keep going. That's what we want. But they have clearly got struggle on here, as both of their goalkeepers are out now, two of their main keepers, and I don't think they'll have a fourth. So if anything happens to Avogardi, it's a outfield player that's going to have to come in goal for them. Here is Farias, who has picked up a slight knock. We're going to bring him off now for Maggio. Ball's come across, and they've managed to get a goal here. Lottie's coming on the back as well to replace the yellow card. It's 2-1. Here's Seklo to Santoro, Nepi, Mustachio. What can Mustachio do with the ball? Plays it in. Keeper flaps. Maggio picks it up. Spav one, plays it back to Santoro, who puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 3-1 and give us the 2-goal advantage again. Honestly, yes. We are going to drop a bit of praise now. Somehow they're still, I don't know how they're still in the lead. Okay, here's Lesi, plays it to Maggio. Maggio now, what can he do with it? Plays it back to Lesi, to Santoro. Mustachio, was he offside? He was. He came from an offside position, unfortunately. They are 1 point clear along with Padova. So with that win, that does bring us right back into the fight after the first game was a bit disappointing. We're back in with a chance. Farias has got a slight hamstring pull, probably because he hasn't played very much football. But we are still in this fight with Padova and Atlanta just 1 point ahead of us. So where do we come back? We've got Padova in March. So I think we'll come back for Vicenza and Pro Sesto in the next game. And then from there we'll jump to Padova. So join us next time for Vicenza. But if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Please subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.